everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina, and today we're going to be looking at the heat color changing vinyl by Vinyl Frog. I've used other vinyl by this company before, and I thought I would give this a try and see if it actually works. They also have a cold color changing vinyl, but the sample pack comes with 6 sheets in it. So we have a red that turns to yellow, a purple that's going to turn to a pink. This teal blue color looks like it turns to kind of a greenish color. Then we have 2 grays that will turn to a black color when it's heated. And then a light pink that turns to a darker pink. And it looks like this one, I couldn't tell if it was on the other ones. I didn't try to peel it, but it looks like there's a protective sheet on it because it has a little thing that says, please peel before using or cutting. So there is, this one has a pink or a cellophane sheet on it, so you'd have to peel that off. I don't think this is the color I'm going to be using today, but I thought I would give this a try and see if it works. So as my test, I think what I'm going to do is a book themed cutout so that I can make a mug for myself for work. And I think I'm going to do it in the gray color to the light gray to, it's either a dark gray or a black color. I can't really tell. So I'm going to jump over to Design Space. I'm going to show you how we're going to cut this out. All right, I started a new project in Cricut Design Space, and I found a great set of images that is book themed, and they are really cute. If you don't know, I work at my local public library, so I want this cup or the mug to be for my desk at work. And I like the So Many Books, So Little Time. I'm going to go with the So Many Books, So Little Time in the solid color, and I'm going to add that to my mat. And I want this to be probably about 2 1/4 inches. I think that, or 2 3/4. I think that is what is going to fit best on my mug. So I'm doing 2.75. And when I hit the tab key, it's going to automatically fix the ratio. I'm going to click Make It, because we're going to send this to our Cricut Maker. I'm going to cut it on the mat and click Done. And I'm going to move this over because I will not lie, I have cut this a couple of times and I'm trying to find the best pressure. So I'm going to click Continue, and once it connects to my machine, I'm going to do Browse All Materials. I already created a cut called Color Changing Vinyl, and this one is almost right, but I need to fix it a little bit. So I'm going to hit Edit, and I did put it at cut 2 times, but I think I'm going to turn that off and turn the pressure up to 200. So I went in, and I'll show you how I did this. I'm hoping this will work. So what I did was, all the way at the very bottom listing, I added new material, and I named it Color Changing Vinyl, and then it'll put it in alphabetical order. But what I did was I looked at the premium vinyl just to see what the pressure is. It's about 115, and that was nowhere near enough. So I decided to go up a little bit more, and I tried it at the I think it was 150 or 160. Did I do 160? And double cut, but I think maybe just doing a pressure of 200 will do the job. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. And yes, I want to save my changes. And then when I go in, I can search for my color changing vinyl, and I can hit Done. And it's going to tell me to load my machine. So I'm going to go ahead and load this, and we are going to cut this out and hope that it works this time. If it doesn't, I'll come back and I'll show you what the changes are that I made to make it cut through. We're gonna see if that worked. I will tell you, it's really hard to see, especially because I don't have my overhead lights on, just my filming lights. So it does make it a little bit difficult to see what I'm doing, but I'm hoping once I pull this outer piece off that it'll be a little bit easier. And here's hoping that it cut through. Yes. All right, so my pressure that I used was the 200 with a single cut, and that was exactly what I needed. This is a little bit thicker than a regular premium vinyl, but that definitely worked. Whew. All right, that was a lot of work to get that out of there. I still have just the little, because it's so thick, and plus I'm trying to do this with very low lighting. I'm gonna use my transfer tape, and I'm going to just cut off a piece. Now this is my kind of lower tack transfer tape, and then I have my mug right here. I believe it's a 15 ounce mug. Now just remember, whenever you're doing any kind of vinyl onto mugs, you cannot put them in the dishwasher because it'll start wearing off the vinyl. And I am going to, now I took my little squeegee that I use for scraping my vinyl on, and that makes a little bit of a good rest, but I'm just gonna stick my little dollar store lint roller here, and that'll help hold it in place. And then what I'm gonna do is grab my vinyl, and I think I got all my pieces out. We're gonna just make sure that's transferred onto our transfer tape. And then we're gonna go ahead and peel this off. Oh, got one trying to escape here. All right. So I have my so many books, so little time, and I probably could cut this down a little bit more, especially because we're going on to a curved shaped item, and we'll just give it a little trim, and then hopefully this will lay down pretty easy. Oh, well, it looks like we're going there. It fell right off out of my hands. Now what I should have done was put a couple relief cuts in here, just because we are going around the curve, but it's not too much of a curve, and it seems to be going on pretty well. Just gonna use our scraper to make sure it's nice and adhered down. And then we'll peel our backing off. So you'll see as it's down there, the lighter gray. It's more of a frosted color than it is anything else. All right, so I have some areas that I feel like probably should be varnished a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You can kind of see, because it's a frosted gray, the areas that are not completely down. So I'm just gonna give this some really good scraping, and then I'm gonna peel this off again and go and grab some hot water and show you. We'll see if this works. Okay, so that's what it looks like without the hot water. I went and got a nice big glass of hot water, which is really hot, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into my cup, hopefully not spilling it everywhere, which I am, and we're gonna see if this works. Okay, I love this stuff. This was so much fun. When the water went in and it just quickly changed. This cup has been holding heat for quite some time. It is actually just starting to fade now, and it's been a couple of minutes since I've poured this out of here. I really love the heat color changing vinyl, and I'm thinking I'm gonna definitely have to try the cold color changing vinyl. But for right now, the heat color changing was awesome. I really enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. And now I have a cute little mug that I could take to work and enjoy my daily cup of coffee in. Thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, heat setting, or the pressure setting for mine was 200, and I did save that into my design space. So I have this when I go to cut again. But yeah, all right. I enjoyed this project. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.